The supplement world is a broken industry.
It's gonna mean another delay.
I love it and hate it all at the same time.
So much work, so much time, just like, bye.
This is like the final step after 2 years of formulation.
That's it!
Finally today in the lab, we've made them perfect for you guys. We are getting ready. Big day here. Didn't sleep much, but that's kind of to be expected. That's basically a normal Abbey day. But I'm just so excited to finally be here. I haven't actually gotten to see the whole kitchen be put together yet, but I'm really, really pumped for the big reveal, and I cannot wait to share with you. I can't believe we're here. It's only been like 2.5 years in the making for this one product. So you guys know I don't do anything half-assed, so it's gonna be good. This was quite the ride. Hey everyone, I'm Abbey Sharp. Welcome to a highly anticipated episode of Abby's Kitchen. I have something so exciting I'm finally gonna share. Let's talk the Wild West world of nutrition supplements. As a dietitian, I get sent hundreds of questions about nutrition supplements that are promoted by wellness creators online. And I get sent hundreds of supplement samples in the hopes that I'll promote them. And whenever I take a look, what I generally am seeing again and again are poorly formulated products with no third-party testing to ensure safety and quality, and a boatload of sensationalized non-scientific claims. Most are packed with dozens of ingredients hidden in massive proprietary blends, none of which offer anywhere near effective clinical doses or even doses that could potentially fill the gaps in our diet. Unlike food and medication, nutrition supplements are not regulated by the FDA, resulting in dose overages, underages, and potentially harmful contamination with heavy metals and other toxins. For something that you're supposed to be taking every day, I say you want to make sure that it's effective and safe. And most consumers have no clue what to look for or trust. We need to do better. And I know I can do better. I knew that I could combine my expertise as a dietitian, my research analysis skills, and my relationship with all of you and your needs to create a line of supplements that actually work and that you can trust. I want to be a leader in changing this industry by pulling back the curtain with transparency and relieving you of the burden of having to obsess over eating well. And so I got to work. My partners and I, Ginger Bertrand and Anthony DeLuca, have been working on this for 2 years.
I'm so excited, it's finally here. 2 years in the making, guys. We've been working on this night and day for so long.
And honestly, it's just wild. It's exciting to see something in real life that you've been designing online and working with manufacturers for so long. It's pretty special.
2 years of intense ideation, tendering, research, expert input, formulations, taste testing, and so many frustrating setbacks along the way.
I'm starting to get majorly triggered every time I see an email pop up in my mailbox from my manufacturer because I just know it's gonna mean another delay, and I cannot afford another delay. We're less than 3 weeks away from launch, and I am fully having a panic attack. I can't breathe, I can't catch my breath all day. So yeah, I'm just ready to get this out there.
It's been a journey, but anyone who knows me knows I don't do anything half-ass. And I wasn't gonna put anything out into the world until it was perfect. So for our debut product, I knew I wanted to focus on what I see as the apex of my trademarked hunger crushing combo. Protein. Protein is king of the satiety hierarchy, and it's also the macronutrient that generally requires the most time and skill to prepare. So knowing the importance of protein for muscle growth, blood sugar regulation, weight management, metabolism, healthy aging, and so much more, I want to make meeting your protein goals accessible to all. And we want to make our first product with everybody in mind. So, drum roll please. We are launching with a gut-friendly, plant-based probiotic protein. And we wanted it to taste a lot better than the other plant-based protein powders on the market. And trust me, we have tried them all.
Welcome, Wagon. Hi,
Let's do this.
Hi.
Got a lot.
Hope you're hungry.
Yeah.
We've purchased about 10 to 12 different protein powders per flavor that we're gonna blind taste test in Abby's kitchen to kind of like compare the taste, the texture to see what we like. Okay, so walk us through this. Like, where did these come from? Which ones were direct and which ones were like from a retailer?
Some of these are from retailer. Haven't even unpacked them yet.
Michelle is gonna be pre-mixing everything for us and bringing each flavor to us at the table. This way we can give our honest and genuine impression. This feels like the most, I think, like premium of the experiences.
Let's do vanilla first.
Okay.
Because I feel like we will have our palette for chocolate once we go there.
Okay.
I'm excited, but it's a lot. It's
like
like
a lot.
It's like 24 different protein powders.
Yeah, I
In
know.
one day.
In one day.
It looks like Big Brother slop.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting that the same brand for the chocolate and the vanilla was the
That we
best
liked.
texture.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, and that's one of the most expensive.
It is.
That's the most
Interesting.
luxury brand we tested, and it's
And
one
look
of
at
the worst.
and look at number 12 as well. Same company that we liked on the other one. Number 2 on the other in the vanilla.
Over the past 2 years, we have consumed countless plant-based protein shakes. Most either tasted like sickly sweet, artificially flavored chalk, or were packed with low-quality ingredients that really irritated all 3 of our little IBS-prone guts, or both. So yeah, not fun. So I had a very clear MO moving forward with this product. I had a lot of non-negotiables and targets that I wanted to hit. I wanted to use the highest quality ingredients in doses that actually work and fill key nutrient gaps, develop a formula that not only didn't irritate the gut or cause bloating, as so many protein powders do, but actually help support digestion, be transparent about the ingredients so consumers could feel confident in what they were consuming. Like, if we couldn't trace the ingredients back to its origin, it wasn't going in. Ensure that it was third-party tested for purity, potency, safety, and effectiveness, and make sure it tasted like the best damn protein shake you've ever had. This process was not for the faint of heart. Honestly, our manufacturer was getting a little frustrated at how meticulous I was being. They literally told me that they'd never developed a product with our very strict particulars and had never worked with a partner that was this hands-on. So yeah, that does say something right there about a lot of the products on the market. Our manufacturer works with some of the most popular wellness brands on the market. They know what they're doing, so we are very, very lucky to be working with their team and are very grateful that they have put up with my perfectionism. I'm so excited. All right, we are finally at the lab. This is like the final step after 2 years of formulation. So I'm really excited to just get this step done. The only other ingredients in it are the gum arabic and the maltodextrin.
Got it.
She said that if we really like this, this won't add any sugar. It may add maybe a negligible amount of carb.
I do know what you're saying. With there's like a teensy bit of sourness.
Yeah.
I do drink a lot of protein, so I get what you're saying.
I'm really getting the sour now. Wow. Oh yeah.
Much better.
Really good. Oh, it's like vanilla milkshakey now.
So this is more
Vanilla flavor.
Yes. I always feel like let's push it too far and then we know we've hit our mark. Okay, we have been formulating for 2 years now and I'm so excited that finally today in the lab, we've made them perfect for you guys. We got V4 for vanilla and version 7 for chocolate. They are perfect, they are delicious, and I'm so excited to share them with you guys.
That's better.
Oh, it actually is it.
No.
I actually think we hit it. Perfect sweetness, not chalky.
No.
Final blessing. Yeah.
Very nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Honestly, no part of this process was easy. Because the supplement world is so oversaturated, it took countless months and money to secure a name that we felt really embodied our brand and also wasn't already subject to trademark protection. Like, our legal bill is truly tragic, but I love what we finally landed on. New theory. So new, of course, is shorthand for nutrition and nutraceuticals, but it also represents a new approach to dietary supplements. If you've tried nutrition supplements in the past and you've found that they don't work as promised or they cause negative side effects, it's because of all the shortcomings in the industry I just cited. It's really hard to know who you can even trust when this industry is such a dumpster fire of good marketing and deception. And then theory is, of course, a nod to our science-grounded approach. Together, the brand really invites consumers to look at their approach to wellness in a new light. As we talk about a lot here, a lot of wellness culture centers around deprivation, restriction, and eating perfectly every day. But this to me is not true wellness. It's not food freedom. So the new theory that we propose here is that your diet really should be the least interesting part about you. It really shouldn't be your whole personality. And a simple and supportive supplement routine can open up so much mental space for true acts of self-care where we can finally achieve food freedom. And I wanted the whole brand to embody that mental calmness. No different than me and my coffee, we wanted you to experience this as your daily dose of self-care. And so, here it is! Our new theory plant-based probiotic protein powder in vanilla bean and chocolate silk. This has been a really long time coming.
I'm so excited, like it's finally here.
Yeah.
Way better starting point.
Yeah, way better starting point. It's not, we don't just settle, okay?
After 2 years of formulation, we've made them perfect for you guys.
I really want to be a leader in rebuilding this industry from the ground up by pulling back the curtain and delivering transparent, evidence-based products that you can actually trust.
This is a true 2-in-1 product with a lot of bonus benefits. It's a fully inclusive plant-based protein, but I wanted it to perform like whey since plant proteins are generally less bioavailable. So we combined high-quality pea protein and hemp powder for a balanced amino acid profile while adding in extra L-glutamine and leucine to reach the 2.5-gram leucine recommendation for supporting muscle protein synthesis. Most plant-based protein powders don't meet that standard, by the way, so they're less effective for promoting muscle growth. And to further enhance the protein utilization, we added a unique digestive enzyme blend shown to increase the bioavailability of plant-based protein by 36%. In plain English, it increases your ability to utilize those amino acids in your protein shake for muscle growth. Knowing that a lot of people will be using this protein powder to support physical activity, we also added ashwagandha, which not only may help to support exercise endurance and muscle growth, but whole body wellness with benefits for cognitive health, anxiety, and cortisol levels. That plus tart cherry powder, which has been shown to aid in muscle soreness and recovery. It also provides 100% of your vitamin C needs, which works synergistically to improve the absorption of the plant-based iron in the blend. Now, one of the main criticisms that I hear from a lot of folks when starting a protein powder is that they feel super bloated or have other IBS-like symptoms. I'm an IBS girly myself. Actually, all 3 of New Theory's founders have IBS and are prone to bloating. So it was absolutely imperative that this product was gut-friendly. So that's why we developed this as a true 2-in-1. It's your muscle-building protein and it's your gut-supporting probiotic. Most people don't realize this, but not all probiotics are created equal. So we selected strains that are clinically studied and shown to help reduce bloating, gas, and other IBS symptoms. And if you've tried a product that contains probiotics and it's done nothing for you, or maybe it's even made your symptoms worse, it's because A, most probiotic strains actually can't survive a medium-like protein long enough to get to your bowel, which is where all the magic happens, not in your stomach. And B, if you're already struggling with IBS or dysbiosis, some strains can potentially make things even worse. But the 2 spore-forming bacillus strains that we chose are super hardy, they're fast little buggers, and they can self-propel themselves down to the large intestine where they can get to work immediately with a relatively modest dose. Spore-forming probiotics are also the safest probiotics for folks with gut dysbiosis, SIBO, or other functional gut disorders. Like, I was making this product with the most sensitive, bloat-prone guts in mind, and while these probiotics are definitely a premium, it is totally worth it in my books because they actually work. And the gut health consideration was really top of mind with every ingredient choice that we made, right down to the flavor. There is no irritating sugar alcohols or artificial sweeteners here. We used monk fruit to sweeten, which is generally the best tolerated sweetener for folks with IBS. And I opted for real vanilla bean and real cocoa powder, complemented by natural chocolate and natural vanilla flavor. A lot of people don't know this, but most natural flavors can actually be derived from literally anything. So a natural flavor meant to taste like vanilla might not actually contain any actual vanilla at all. They're all safe, of course. I consume natural flavors all the time, but for my brand, I am all about transparency. So we paid extra for a higher grade natural flavor that is actually derived from the food that it's meant to taste like. So in our case, real vanilla and real cocoa. This is also why we added a small amount of MCT powder and coconut oil powder to soften the texture of pea protein. Most plant-based proteins contain something called a mask to help with the overall flavor and texture, which is labeled again under the umbrella natural flavors. But my manufacturers couldn't actually tell me anything about what was in them. Like zero clue, fully in the dark. And yet so many companies use them. Again, totally safe, but it just doesn't sit well with me that I couldn't trace those ingredients back. I never drink protein powder with just water, especially plant-based protein. It is just generally so bad. And like you guys saw, we tried so many. And some were really rough. But this one is designed to taste amazing all on its own. It's so creamy. And of course, for more satiating meal or snack, I love it in a shake with some fruit and nut butter. So if you guys are ready to try something new, head on over to newtheory.com to be one of our first customers and pre-order yours today. As with all supplements, do speak to your healthcare provider before adding anything to your healthcare routine. But honestly, guys, I'm so excited to hear what all of you guys think. This has been such a journey, and I cannot wait to take you all with me. And I feel like we need to celebrate with something a little bit stronger than protein. Where do they keep the wine in this place?